My name is Heather Grantham, and I'm the Executive Director at Central Institute for the Deaf. The Executive Director has the wonderful responsibility of ensuring that the children at CID are learning how to listen, talk, read, and succeed. CID is a remarkable place where children are doing remarkable things every day, and it's my lucky job to be able to oversee and make sure that we're serving parents and children in their goals of learning how to listen and talk. I'm originally from St. Louis, Missouri, and I went to school imagining that I would be working in a museum, learning all about art. I needed a job right after college, and one of my friends suggested that I take a job as a house parent at the Central Institute for the Deaf. I had never met a deaf child before. I certainly didn't know that deaf children could learn how to listen and talk. And yet here I was, working in a dorm with 5 13-year-old boys who were ready to give me a run for my money. Within a few weeks, I realized that I didn't want to have anything to do with art anymore, and I wanted everything to do with working with children like these. One of the things that struck me from being a house parent to these students was the level of commitment that their parents had. These were parents who felt as if they had no other options in their home cities, and actually in their home countries. And so they found CID to be the place where they were going to get the best education possible for their child. And as a house parent, I was, by proxy, helping those children get to and from school and making sure that they had a safe place to live. But it was all because their parents had this incredible desire for their children to learn how to listen and talk. And as a young woman, that struck me quite strongly as being an incredible act of love and commitment. Within a few weeks of working as a house parent at CID, I applied to graduate school so that I could learn how to become a teacher and work with these children. I went to Smith College for my graduate education, and then I returned to be a teacher of children who were learning how to listen and talk. After many years of doing that, I decided that I had an interest in investigating questions and why one child who was really succeeding in the classroom was so different than another child who was really struggling, for example. And so I decided to return to graduate school and pursue a PhD in cognitive psychology to learn more about how children learn, with a focus on children who have hearing loss. After that, I became the director of the Deaf Education Graduate Program at Washington University in St. Louis, training teachers how to work with the children like those at CID. I feel very lucky that I accidentally got a job at CID, and now I find myself as the executive director coming full circle. I couldn't be more fortunate to be able to be in a place where I first got my start and to be able to continue 25 years later the mission that I was struck by like a light bulb moment way back then, which is that deaf children can learn how to listen and talk.